Hi, my name is Beth Sullivan. I live in the Northeast of the United States. I work as a social worker for a nonprofit, a non-governmental organization that serves people in our communities who are experiencing homelessness and hunger. Imagine that. People experiencing homelessness and hunger in the wealthiest nation in the world. We are very busy in our NGO. I am married to Bruce Gagnon. He is the coordinator of an NGO called the Global Network Against Weapons and Nuclear Power in Space. Bruce organized a study tour of Russia for the spring of 2019. 24 people participated in at least part of the tour that visited Moscow, Crimea, and St. Petersburg over a 2-week period. Crimea was a beautiful place to visit. It's a peninsula in the Black Sea with a population of maybe 2.4 million people. We spent time in the capital of Simferopol and then the coastal cities of Yalta and Sevastopol. As was true every place we visited, we found the Russian people to be friendly, open, and incredibly generous to us. There were 2 experiences in Crimea that were most profound in this education tour for me. The first was the visit to the 35th Battery in Sevastopol. In 1941, German troops invaded Crimea. Defenders of the city of Sevastopol fought the Nazis for more than 250 days and nights. Built to fortify a coastal defense in the Black Sea, the 35th Battery is the location where the decision to quit the defense and evacuate the officers was finally made. The museum honors the courage and the resourcefulness and the resilience of the defenders of the city. Their memorial includes a room with a wall of photos so that we can look directly into the eyes of those who sacrificed their lives for their homeland. The exhibit offers a stunning experience where images of the faces of those who died defending the city are projected onto the ceiling of a darkened room. Each face fades and becomes a star that lights the night sky. We came away so clear about the human suffering and loss of the people of Crimea that they experienced in that war. This experience had a profound impact on our group. The other most important experience was our opportunity to hear from a panel of citizens who shared their experiences as local organizers of the 2014 referendum to return Crimea to the Russian Federation. More than 80% of the people of Crimea voted. We were able to participate in a panel discussion. People who had organized this referendum presented their experiences to us. They were quite proud of the fact that 90% of the people who voted, over 96% of the people who voted to leave Ukraine and become part of Russia. That referendum happened in an atmosphere of cooperation, of optimism, and of hope. The panel that we met with discussed a lot of what drove this decision. Historically, Crimea has been a part of Russia. And of course, Russian history goes back 10,000 years and more. The majority of the people identify as Russian. Russian is their first language. When the coup occurred in Kiev, when the madness of Maidan occurred, when all that violence was happening, people in Crimea watched that experience and they spoke of the fear. They have a history of violence in on their peninsula and they wanted none of it. So post-coup, once the new government was established, there was a proposal to ban Russian as an official language in the country. This was a hugely frightening prospect for the people of Crimea. They saw the handwriting on the wall. They felt that the violence that was happening in mainland Ukraine was headed their way. They expressed their need to act quickly to separate themselves from the chaos and the violence. that was on its way. I remember experiencing the pride that these Crimeans took in their effort to bring a sense of safety and peace to their peninsula. It was the most empowering experience to hear people describe themselves taking power, taking control of their lives. They knew that they couldn't build a wall to keep out the violence that was headed in their direction. But they also knew that they had people power, and they embraced that people power, and they expressed a clear need to withdraw from a country that no longer valued the historical ties to Russia. So the referendum happened. The Crimea became part of the Russian Federation. No matter how many times in the United States we hear that Russia invaded Crimea, that Russia stole Crimea, that's the mainstream media's and the government's propaganda that we hear in this country. It's not true. We were there. We saw and heard the actual story from the people who embraced a people's effort to join forces, to become once again part of Russia. I think I'm really proud to be part of the Friends of Crimea community that Regis Tremblay has organized. I feel like in this day and age, there's so much media, there's so much, whether it's mainstream media, legacy media, or even social media that comes our way, and it's so baffling and so hard to know what's really going on. I felt coming away from our experience in our study tour visiting Russia that I had a much deeper understanding of the place, the people, the history, and it had nothing to do with what I'm hearing in any media coming my way. So from my perspective, the Friends of Crimea is an opportunity to stay connected to the people on that peninsula, to stay connected to their life experiences, and to do everything we can to bring that truth and that reality here to the United States in whatever way we can. I'm grateful that Regis asked me to be part of it. Thanks for listening.